What is up, guys? It's TSL here, back with a brand new video. In today's video we are back in our superpower training simulator like game, and we will be making the tutorial system. Now this was a feature I honestly forgot about, but then somebody reminded me in the comments. So if you guys have any ideas, make sure you do leave a comment below. And anyways, let's get started. Now, I don't know exactly how long this will take to make the system. I don't know if we'll get it done in 1 video, 2 videos, maybe even 3 videos. But hey, we'll do it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do is detect if the player has joined the game for the first time. Now, the way we're going to do this is using a data store. Basically, if we have any stuff in our data store, then we've been in the game. If we don't, then we've never been in the game. Okay, so that being said, what we're going to do is make a GUI. We can call it, we'll make a screen GUI. We'll call it, how about tutorial GUI? And then inside of it, we'll just have a frame. And we can set the size to whatever you want. I'll set it to 0.5, 0, 0.3 or 0.3, 0. And yeah, that looks right. So then we'll set the position to 0.5, 0, 0.9, 0. And then the anchor point to 0.5, 0.5. And we can actually change this position on the Y to 0.95. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Maybe we should shrink it down to about a 0.25 in there. Okay, so now what we're going to want to do is change the color. You can do whatever kind of customization you want. I'm just going to make it look a little bit better. I'm not going to really spend too much time on this in the video. Also, as you see, I'm actually in the place that my game is actually located. I don't want to give too much away, but so I'll just kind of stay in here most of the time. And yeah, I didn't even realize that until I started recording. Okay, so let's just give it a little border right here, and now we can continue. Okay, so that's good, and we'll have to have a text label, or how about a text button? And this text button will have a background transparency of 1 and a size of 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. And we will set text scale to true. Font to source sans bold. Text color, I want mine to be white, and I want it to have a text stroke transparency to 0 so that we have a nice outline around our text. Okay, so now we will just say like welcome. Okay, so we can just call this tutorial text. And then we can go into our server script service, and wherever our stuff is inside of our save script, which is right here. I have mine disabled right now, so let me enable it real quickly, and let's do this. Okay, so here is actually where we check if we have any data. So if gets saved, then we'll print has been in the game before, and if not, we will print has never been in the game before. Okay, so if this is the case, then we want to do local PLR GUI is equal to player wait for child player GUI. Next, we want to do local tutorial is equal to PLR GUI wait for child, and we want to frame, or not frame, tutorial GUI, and then here we'll say frame is equal to that wait for child frame, and then we'll do local text is equal to frame wait for child, and I think we called it tutorial text. Now The reason I'm using wait for trials is because this script could possibly load before all the other things, so we want to make sure that they exist. If they don't exist yet, since we know they will exist, we use a wait for child. Okay, so then lastly, we want to set text.text is equal to welcome, comma, and then we can use player.displayName to superpower training simulator. Okay, so we also will want to set frame.visible equal to true, and right here when we join we want it to be visible to false. And okay, my save script is now undisabled and we can play. Okay, as you see, its print has been in the game before because I do have data in this game. So if I go ahead and wipe this data and say my very important data and change that to my very important data 1, then now what we can do is just restart, and it does not say has been in the game before. And as you see, it says welcome TSL to Superpower Training Simulator. And we can go back here and continue with one thing I want to change, and that is that. Okay, so now we can continue, and since we know that it is going to be visible if we use the tutorial, then what we can do is inside this local script, or inside of the frame, we can set up a local script that says script.parent : get property change signal, and we will do visible : connect function, and we'll do local frame is equal to script.parent, and then we'll say if frame.visible is equal to true, then what we're going to want to do is go into replicated storage, and we will make a remote event, and we'll call it, how about tutorial. Okay, so make sure this is equals to true, and then we can add another script in server script service, and we can call it tutorial. So we'll do game : get service replicated storage dot tutorial dot on server event : connect function player, and we'll say we won't really do anything right now. Actually, we'll just go in here and say game : get service replicated storage dot tutorial : fire server. Okay, so now we will actually start doing the stuff. So we will first get a local PLR GUI, and that is going to be equal to player.player GUI. We'll say local frame is equal to PLR GUI dot tutorial GUI dot frame, and we'll do local text is equal to frame dot tutorial text. So now what we're going to want to do is make like the little stages. So what we're going to do is have a we'll need to set up a click event onto our our text button of our tutorial text. That's what we named it. And basically every time we click it, we want to change the slides. Or actually, instead of clicking, we want to do the action. So first, but we also need to do the clicking in case it's just like a talking part. Okay, so first we'll do the clicking part, and then we'll do the action part. So what we're going to do is say, how about if, so let's go into our leader stats. Go into our leader stats. We have this QNum somewhere up here. We can copy that and we can change this to tutorial. And there we go. Then we'll need that. So say local tnum is equal to that. We'll say if tnum dot value is equal to 1, and this should also be player dot tutorial num. If tnum dot value is equal to 1, then we're going to want to do stuff. But first we want to say this should be an else if, and we should have an if up here that says if tnum dot value is equal to 0, because that is the first one. Then what we're going to want to do is say text dot we'll say mouse button 1 click connect function, and we will say how about we do tnum dot value plus equals 1. So that should be good for that, hopefully. And so here, just to test, we'll say text, or this shouldn't be text.text.mouse button 1 click. I should just be that. Text.text is equal to, what should the first thing say? We should say to start, go get a quest from the quest giver. Okay, and let's try that. But actually, after that, we don't need any of the click things. So we'll just set tnum value equal to 1. I will say else if tnum dot value is equal to 2, then what we're going to do is say text is equal to now complete the quest for coins. And then finally, else if tnum dot value is equal to 3, then text is equal to, you have now earned coins, comma, use coins to buy stat multipliers in the stat menu. Okay, so that should be good for that. And what we will do here is say text dot mouse button 1 click connect function, and we'll say frame dot visible is equal to false. Okay, so what we're going to do is after we claim this, what I actually want to do is, what I have is in replicated storage, I have a folder called arrows. Then I have this beam that has like this texture of an arrow, like a moving arrow. And yeah, so that's basically what I want to do, because that's like gonna point to where you need to go and stuff. So I'm going to say local arrow is equal to game.replicatedStorage.arrows, and we'll do dot point to quest giver, we'll say arrow, or actually we can just say clone. Say arrow dot parent is equal to player dot character dot humanoid root part. We'll say arrow dot attachment 0 is equal to, and okay, so first we'll have up here we'll have a local HRP is equal to that. Alright, so that's that part. We'll say local at 0 is equal to instance.new attachment, and we'll put that one in the humanoid root part, and we'll do local at 1 is equal to instance.new attachment, and we'll put that in the game.workspace.dummy, which is our quest giver, and we'll put that in the humanoid root part. Okay, so then arrow.attachment 0 is equal to at 0, and arrow.attachment 1 is equal to at 1. We'll do a game get service debris add item at the arrow, and we'll destroy it. Actually, no, we don't want to use debris service for that, because we want to do it once he claims the quest. Okay, so to detect if he claims the quest, what we'll do is we'll say quest num. Here we'll have a local connection variable, and that's going to be equal to player dot quest num dot changed connect function. We'll say if quest num dot value is equal to 1, then, and this should be player dot quest num dot value, we'll first say arrow destroy. We will say tnum dot value is equal to 2, and we'll say connection disconnect. Alright, so hopefully that works. I'm not entirely sure if this part will work, but hopefully it does. If it doesn't, then it's not too big of a problem. Actually, it won't really be a problem at all, unless it errors. Okay, so now it's going to say complete the quest for coins. So we will basically have to copy all of this. Except we don't need the arrow part, actually. So we can delete the arrow part and the arrow destroy, but we need this, and then we'll check if it's equal to 2 now. We'll do that to 3, and then here we've done it. Okay, so hopefully this all works. I'm not entirely sure if it will, but hopefully it does. Alright, so here we are in the game now. Well, almost loading. Okay, so we join in, nothing happens because we've been in the game before, because the data store isn't updated. Well, actually it is updated, that's the problem. That's why I was trying to do it all in one go without testing. Okay, so hopefully now it will work. I knew we'd probably have to do something first. Okay, welcome TSL to Superpower Training Simulator. Alright. But it is not supposed to be saying that right now. Okay, so first things first, what we actually wanted to do was say if tnum.value is equal to 0, then text.mouse button 1 click connect function and then we'll set that to that. But only if it's equal to 0, because this will still be connected. Alright, so hopefully that works. I'm pretty sure it won't. Honestly, I'm not too hopeful, but it might. Alright, so here we are. I click, and of course nothing happened. So let's take a look in here, and we should have a tutorial num. Yes, we do. I click on it, and it's there still. So in here, what I want to do is we want to print visibility changed. The problem might be it's like too late happening. Not entirely sure. But maybe if we go into our what script was it? Save script, yeah. And maybe we just wait like a second before we do this. Like, we'll wait 1 second. Right here. Say wait 1. And then maybe that will fix it. Except for the part that we have to reset the data store again. Okay, so here we are, we're in it, it did the thing, and it still doesn't work. Maybe we didn't set it up. We did call the function, and let's check if it's being called. Let's print fired event, and just change that to 5. Okay, so let's look somewhere, and it definitely isn't getting called, as we know, because, well, in our local script we have a visibility change thing, and that didn't work. Okay, so what I just realized we could easily do is we can wait like 2 seconds, and we can just delete this and just check if the frame is visible, and if it is, then we fire. So first we have to reset this. We're now on playtest, like technically number 9, but I guess technically number 7. Alright, so here we are, and it fired the event, so let's click here, and nothing has happened. Let's take a look at our tutorial num, and it is actually set to 1. Okay, so once it is set to 1, or actually what we should do is, instead of that, we should have this should just be like that. This should be its own statement, and this can be in a function called change. So let's indent that, and we can cut this and put this up here, and then we can call change. And every time we set a new quest value, we want to change and change. Okay, so now let's attempt this. Or first, let's change this to number 8, and it will hopefully work. Okay, so here it is. We click and it changes. As you see, we have our arrow pointing to the quest giver pointing to get a quest from the quest giver. And now it says complete the quest for tokens. And so let's complete the quest. Okay, the quest was complete. As you see, I have the thing now. And once I claim the quest, as you see, it changes to you now earned coins. Use the coins to buy stat multipliers in the stat menu. Okay, so now as you saw, it was overlapping, but that's because I have my quest. Okay, so So as you saw, they were overlapping, but that is because I have my Quest UI thing on the bottom of the screen instead of on the top like in Superpower Training and Fighting Simulator. I will change it to that, but if you guys want to make it so that it doesn't overlay, like it disappears, you guys can do that on your own. I believe in you guys. Now, anyways, guys, that is how you make your tutorial system. Now, thank you guys for watching. I hope you really liked the video. I hope this helped you out. And if it did, please remember to leave a like and subscribe. Subscribing helps me so much, guys, and it means a lot. Also, make sure you leave a like and turn on post notifications so you never miss out on Also, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Also, make sure you leave a like and turn on post notifications so you never miss out on a brand new video of the channel, and you can continue to make your Roblox games. Now, guys, that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.